Hello. It is currently 2:54 a.m. and you may be wondering why am I awake at this? Well, I mean, I'm always awake at this time. Just a bad habit that I've gone through university. But there's a particular reason why I'm still up right now, and that is because my course enrollments start at 6 a.m. And instead of being a normal human saying, "Oh, I'll go to sleep early and I'll wake up for 6 a.m.," I knew for a fact that I wouldn't be able to fall asleep until like 2, and I wouldn't be able to wake up for 6 a.m. So therefore, I am pulling the all-nighter and waiting till 6 a.m. Anyways, I'm doing this now because I'm kind of bored. I could do something productive like online courses that I'm taking on Coursera. But no, I'm not doing that. So here we are. I'm probably going to edit a whole bunch of just random projects that I did over the past few months. Really, they're just too short, so I'm doing them all together in one, and that's why this is all happening. Played a few League games. It was very sad because I lost. But yeah, here we are. Alright, so I actually have no idea how to make this interesting in any way, but this is an automatic blind system where I took an old RC car, a relay, Arduino board, some cardboard to make the wheels to turn the curtain thing. I also see some Bionicle pieces, which is kind of interesting because I haven't pulled that out in many years. But yeah. Alright, so this is in action. Obviously it doesn't work in the first attempt. This one was actually kind of dumb because it's supposed to open the blinds, to which the blinds were already opened, so I had to go and close them. So yeah, second attempt also didn't work. Rubber band fell off, so I had to go and fix that. And the third attempt, yeah, it worked. Let's do it again. You see what I like about this is that you can hear my voice, well, I mean, there's shock. You don't actually see it, but there is genuine shock that it worked. But the fact that it's the jankest thing and it works, like, theoretically and technically, it's an automatic blind opener. It does exactly what it is. It's just the execution of it is just the strangest thing ever. But it was funny. I did also say, let's do it again. To which this is me in the fourth attempt. And it worked flawlessly. Fun fact, I actually got my wisdom teeth out a few days. So my cheeks are swollen. My speech is kind of impaired. And it hurt, but, it's funny. Okay, so how this works is I got this from a remote control car, and it has a motor here, and it's also connected to a battery pack, and the circuitry also allows it to connect to this remote control. And how it's normally controlled is you use a button, and this creates a short circuit, and it triggers it. What I've done is I've bypassed it with a relay, and then I have a photocell here that detects how much light there is. And if there's enough light, what happens is it triggers the relay, which is like an electronic switch to close, and this will create that short circuit, and then this will trigger the forward motion, and that's what spins this, which is just very simply a gear made of cardboard. But yeah. Anyways, I thought I'd let my past self explain it, A, so I don't have to, and B, because I thought it was funny, because you can hear I can't really speak properly with the wisdom teeth extraction. But yeah, overall, it was a pretty funny project overall, but I did learn quite a bit, especially about relays and motors and external power supplies. But yeah, that is the end of the first project. Alright, so my second project, I didn't really plan it to be a project, it just happened to work on it. It was a very short thing too. I switched to this camera because it's going to be a long story because I thought it was funny, but I worked on my old phone, which is the Nexus 5, and it's notorious for having several issues, especially with its power button not working. This is a hand-me-down from my sister, and when she had it, the power button was broken, and before she passed it on to me, she got it repaired at a repair shop. It worked fine for me until I dropped it, and it kind of stopped working again. So yeah. It's funny because you can't let it drop to 0 because you can't hold the power button to boot it up again, so that was a thing. I used a thing called gravity screen, which basically turns your screen on and off based on if your phone was faced up or down. Okay, but there were times where my battery hit 0, and how I figured out how to fix it is I don't even know. So when you hold down the volume button and you plug in the charger, it will go into safe boot. And instead of having to hold down the power button to boot it, you just have to press the power button just once for it to start up normally. So if you open the back panel, you notice that there's like this little wire leading from the power button to another part of the circuit, and I saw that it wasn't soldered on properly, and it was a little like out of place, right? I didn't actually know where it went, but if I noticed that if I just nudged the wire a bit, it actually triggered the power button one time, which was what I needed to boot it. So every single time that happened, I did that. I got really good at it. Like I do it in like 30 seconds at one point. The trick is you have to connect the cameras on really fast, or else if you don't do that, your cameras won't work. And if only one of the cameras don't work, both of them don't work. It's like yeah, like that. Anyways, that's the phone, right? So back then I really didn't have a solution because I didn't own a soldering iron, which was what I needed. So I bought a soldering iron this summer for other projects as well, and I did that, and basically I fixed it by putting back to where the connection was. It was almost like a guess and check. I got it eventually. And when the screen turned on with the power button, I was so genuinely shocked that it worked. This doesn't really count as anything big brain. It's just, once again, funny project. But it was funny. Yeah, just funny.
Oh my gosh, is this actually working? There's no way. I fixed this randomly. There's no way.
All right, so update. It is 4:08 a.m. Has it been an hour and a half, maybe 2? I don't even remember. Like basically, I've just edited this video in the past 2 hours, and this is the ending that I'm doing. There's a few more projects. There's another one that technically I've already done a video on. There's another one that I'm kind of already working on. It's a little autonomous robot that I'm trying to do. But I don't want this to be too long. So here we are, selecting my courses in 2 hours. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah.